Sarah.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I am fabulous. And I love your quilt behind you.
Thank you very much. I um unfortunately I don't have the quilt in making right now down here to show you. I can show you a picture what I did in my sewing room. I have a specific space with a large vertical, no, horizontal horizontal space and only a little bit of height. So I had the idea of making a, can you see it a little bit?
Oh,
It's a
wow.
print out from the Bernina software.
Uh-huh.
So I had the idea to put some of the fish from the yellow submarine around on top of this. And
I love that.
just to make it, yeah, not swimming in one row, but swimming among
Just,
each other, like fish would probably do.
yeah,
And
I love that.
I remember that you told us not to mirror image designs, rather to rotate. But with a fish, if I would have rotated it would swim upside down, and that didn't look, I didn't like. So I rotated this fish here, I put them
Uh-huh.
3 times, and these little guys here. But you're right. The others
You
I
can
left in this
you can
direction.
do a mirror on a design.
Yes. So
Yes
I'm
to mirroring, no to resizing.
no, I know I did no not resizing because my software doesn't like this. It gets it a black background, and I think the file somehow is corrupted. I couldn't use it
Huh,
anymore. But
strange.
in this case, I left the shapes as they were, but but mirrored
Uh-huh.
these two files. And it made some funny things, some weird things. The stitching sequence had been changed.
That's weird.
First, it started to stitch here the body of the fish, and then second the fins. This I could correct while stitching because I know that the fins have to be tucked under the body of the fish.
Right.
So I just put to color number whatever, and then afterwards I stitched the body. So this wasn't that problem after I know what I have to take care of.
Now,
But
Marilyn says she's run into that too. Mirroring changes the stitching sequence.
and it
How
also
weird.
changes the some of the stitches, especially the stem stitches. They really got weird, and they did not look like. So I took them out. The stem stitches took them out and redesigned basically a line where the stem stitches had been before.
Right.
I digitized in software in Bernina 8 another line and then transformed it into a step stitch, sorry. But then it worked. They stitched out
Huh.
fine and also continuous. But there was another here, these stitches here, these stitches in the back, they also looked, in some places, they looked pretty weird. Do you know anything to avoid this? That because sometimes you have to mirror it and it's not possible to rotate it.
What you're using version 8
Still, yeah, because
of the
as
embroidery
somebody said
software?
before, it's too expensive right now to upgrade.
Right. And which format are you opening in
The
the
RAT 80, which you provide.
okay. My only suggestion now, you were bringing them into the software so that you could arrange everything in hoops, and in the correct position in the hoop.
Yeah.
my first inclination would be to say, do the mirroring in the machine, but then you miss out on being able to get the design exactly where you want it in the hoop.
Yeah, I can't do that afterwards.
Have you tried any of the other formats?
No,
Let's
because
see if this actually works in version 9. Hang tight.
I'm still unmuted, but did you try to group it first? Because that might make a difference. Group
so
it before you mirror it.
group of fish.
Yeah, group that fish, all of the parts of that fish, and then mirror it. And then if you want to ungroup it, you can, but that might make a difference.
I haven't
It
tried
might make a difference. Let me see. We are going to open Yellow Submarine. Do you know which number that one specific fish is? Can you remember?
it should have been some of the first ones because I tried to. I don't remember exactly which
A
large fish.
large guy or a small guy?
Yeah, this one is a large guy, and the other
Okay.
small ones.
You open large
Why am I
star.
looking at stars here? Thank you, Marilyn.
Welcome.
It's definitely not number 1.
No,
Are you going
maybe
to
two or three.
give me?
I don't remember, sorry. And then it also tells me always, yeah, this one I have too.
You have, okay, so if we,
These ones. Or
okay, so I am going to simply mirror him left to right because he does have a stem stitch.
No.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that mirror.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nothing is shifting. I do remember from when I had the previous versions of the Banina software, it would drive me crazy because if that there are certain things that if you would rotate or modify a design, especially one with the fill would get all out of joint and do some funky things. What I'm wondering for you, Brigitte, in version 8 is what happens if you open the VP3 version of the design?
I've never tried that because already when I open your R8T80 designs, my software is complaining that this is not an ART design. And if I really want to open it, and I tell him yes, so he should do.
Okay, I'm going to suggest you try the VP3 and see what that does. So
And
this
then
this is
change the size.
this is VP3 as well. If is all you want to do position the designs in the hoop?
Yeah, I need several hoopings. These are, I think I
Right.
about 7 hoopings
So
here.
all you really want to do is make sure that they are inside your hoop where you want them. And then it looks like you've added some foliage and bits and pieces.
Yeah,
So,
I added some corals here or
right.
or what
So
what do you mean?
try the VP3 version of the design and see what that does.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, then try the EXP version of the design. Now, I would
Banina
not.
software read the EXP?
Pardon?
Does the Banina software accept the EXP files when I import it into the software?
You should be able. Let me just make sure that you can do it right now. Yes, you can open an EXP version of the design. Now, the reason that I'm suggesting the EXP, I would never have you edit the stitches in an EXP design, but if all you want to do is rotate and mirror, the difference between Art and VP3 versus EXP, Art and VP3 are both vector versions of the design, whereas the EXP is a stitch version of the design. So using the EXP, none of the stitching should be disrupted if all you want to do is mirror it and rotate it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mirrored some and put them into different positions.
Yeah.
But
So
I did not
try the VP3, see what that does, and then let me know, because it will be interesting to know if it's doing it with the VP3 as well. And the next version to try is the EXP.
Okay, I can give it a try. But as I told you, I already had the problem with another, I think one of the hearts or something, which I tried to change the size as well. And I made it not by giving it a specific size, let's say 5-inch or whatever, but I with a mouse, I draw, or I pulled it or pushed it or whatever.
Right, so you've got it selected and just dragging one of the corner handles.
Yeah, and this made the file unusable for anything future. Yeah.
Have you contacted Sue at Bonina Software Support?
No, I don't know her. Where is she?
She is super helpful. So if you go to the Bonina website, let me see if I can pull that up for you.
Okay, I can write it down.
Yeah.
Bonina USA.
Okay, so if you go to bonina.com, I have a feeling that they have a thing on their website that will automatically put you into, let me just share my screen. Okay, so if I go to Bonina, if I type in bonina.com, it will automatically go to the United States version. Excuse the dog, the doorbell rang. I think that is my car has just appeared.
Yay.
But if you go to there is a really good support. Let's see, it's not coming up. Support, it's right here.
Okay.
So if you go to support and you can do software support, and you should be able to figure out, you should be able to enter all of your information. And I don't know if from Germany it will go to Sue, but if you can get to the Bonina USA version of things, that will definitely go to Sue.
I can enter the USA page, and then they ask me, do you really want to stay on this page? And then I can say yes, and then I stay.
Okay.
So maybe I would be able to ask questions.
Okay.
I have to give it a try.
Yes, you will. And let me know how you get on.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome.